What the fuck did I just watch? Wow. The score, the full-time score being Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2, and my God, um, that was another. Okay, let me rewind it back. Okay, so this time of the year, um, it's all about getting the results. This was certainly not even our third best performance. Wasn't even our second best. Wasn't even like this. This was very similar to Sheffield United. Just our away form, teams playing a low block is really really difficult. But I've got to give credit to the team for finally being able to break through. Look, it was it. Roy Hodgson put the fucking bus, the Titanic, the Orient Express. He put everything in front of Liverpool to stop Liverpool scoring. Like, I mean, Crystal Palace had the chances that they had. Of course, they were going to cause problems. You know, Crystal Palace always causes problems for any team, but especially at the time of the year, the time of the kickoff. You know, the early kickoff for me, it's always it's our kryptonite. It just the team just can't get it going. It's just like we know like those rap music videos where they play the censored version where the guy rap like and you're thinking the guy has this. That is how we've been playing, like a rapper, a rapper doing an edited version, a censored version of his lyrics. No cohesion, no momentum, nothing really to get the thing going. It was stop-start all the way. Nothing really happened. For the first half, I'm going to put that up there with at the end of the season I'm going to look at the amount of shit halves that we had, right? Because look, it's now, what is this? I think 17 points that Liverpool have won from losing positions. And you look, I gotta give the team credit for that, right? We gotta do it, right? I'm gonna give them their flowers for this mentality, for being able to come from behind and go on and win the game. That's something really, really special. And I think out of all the teams this year in the Premier League, I think that would scare a lot of other of our rivals, just knowing that, I'm sure they were watching this game just kind of curiously, just being back curious, just kind of like, whether the United supporters or Everton or Arsenal supporters just coming and going, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0. That's great. But then they must know they're talking about this club team. So all of my emotions aside, the frustrations I had, I mean, I sat through a match where I couldn't even say anything. I did a watch along, and I probably said like 10 words throughout that whole watch along. There was nothing going on. There was absolutely nothing for me to report. I was sitting here probably feeling the same way as the team, just kind of dozing off. Just dozing off and like, it's the same shit. And then waking up when I hear something and my headphones go off, I'm like, okay. One of the most entertaining things I found throughout this game, which really kept me awake, was the Christmas carols that the Liverpool supporters sang at at Sellers Park. I mean, that's just class. I mean, give it up for the Liverpool supporters, man. Come on. That was brilliant. That's one thing I can honestly say about English, the English football culture. For people just to make songs up on the spot, that's special, man. And to hear those Christmas carols going off, obviously with the football twist to it, that was just brilliant. But fucking hell, man. That aside, that was a shit game. Absolutely shocking. You know what? I had to take this shit off because I was like thinking to myself, maybe if I have this on, maybe it's going to be a joyous and festive season for me. But it was not to be, because Liverpool were determined to be charitable today, to give away points. They were like, yeah, Crystal Palace, here's 1 point. Go on. It's the season of giving. Nah, bro. This is not the season of giving, not for any of our rivals. Fuck them. Okay? We have to make sure that we take the season of taking. So, put your Christmas hat aside and all that bullshit. It's the season of taking. So, that being said, let's go and look at the the game overall. As I said, hey, look, do me a favor. If you're new or if you just joined, whatever, hit the like button. It really helps the channel out with it being spread around and all that other lovely stuff. And then of course, if you are new, please hit the subscribe button. Do me a favor though, please put on the notification bell, because that's how you're gonna know that I've dropped a video. So that being said, all that that plugging business aside, let's jump straight into the game. The first half was horrendous. It was absolutely fucking dreadful. I sat through 45 minutes like when you've had a big lunch, and that's what I thought. I thought the Liverpool team had a massive fucking beef Wellington for lunch, yeah, and they had like 10 bottles of fucking whiskey or whatever. That team came out and looked so lethargic. They came out like they still digesting their breakfast or their lunch. That's what that first half looked like. Big saves. Let's start off with my man of the match. Look, I had a look at it and I thought, okay, well, I could give the man of the match to Elliot, who he made a massive impact when he came on. It just gave us energy. I love seeing him, right? Then we had Gomez, who playing on right back. I think that was a great move by Klopp, pushing him out to the right, putting Trent in the middle. That gave us a bit of energy. It gave us a bit of livelihood, Suddenly we didn't look so fucking flat. But we're going to get to all of that. My man of the match absolutely has to be Alisson Becker for the how many times this season. That first half, he made a world-class save. I mean, that ball was in. That when I saw it happen, when a runner comes and he beats his first, when he crosses the ball or he squares the ball over to another opponent and he beats the first man, and there's another guy on the far side, 100 times out of 100 someone scores, and this guy was on it. But you know what, Alisson, fantastic save in that first half. I honestly to God, I think we also had another situation just with Endo being dispossessed just outside the box. A penalty was given. Thank God the people had some sense in them. They went and took a look at the game again, and actually turned out that Endo was fouled on the edge of the box. So no penalty to Crystal Palace. But you know what? It's still 0-0. It's still a fucking god-awful game. And I'm just counting down the minutes thinking like, fuck, this is how I'm going to spend my Saturday after Wednesday. And seeing how that first half went on Wednesday, I thought, oh, fuck, this is going to be another one. But thank fucking God. Second half, for me, is always about redemption. Forget about all that other shit. I understand it's an early kickoff. Nobody really wants to be there. So for the second half, let's see what we've got. And it didn't start out anywhere either. So we kind of, again, just like I said, Klopp made some tactical changes. He then moved Gomez out into the right as a more conventional right back. Though I actually wanted him to fucking replace Tsimikas on that left, because he was just annoying the shit out of me every single time he's on the ball. I don't want to see this guy anymore. I'm sorry, when Robbo comes back, I'd rather have Robbo. I don't want to see Tsimikas anymore. Like, you had your chance, my G. Sit the fuck down. You're not adding anything. But you know what? I'm happy we put Gomez on the right hand side, which means that we could put Trent a little bit further up. Everybody else was just humming and hawing. Gakpo humming and hawing. Nothing. Like I said, Christmas settings. Everybody was on fucking lunch that day. So, you know what? We go on. But it turns out Crystal Palace get a penalty. And, fair play, it was a penalty. I think Kwanzaa tried his best. But, you just need to touch a player these days, and then they fucking fall off over there. But there was to be redemption at the end, because there's one player in particular from Crystal Palace who was annoying the shit out of me, and that was Jordan Ayew for every single thing. He was just being disruptive. Every time we wanted to take a free kick, quickly. We wanted to move quickly. He'd be there disrupting our game, trying to disrupt our game. But you know what? They got his ass out not soon after that. On the 70th minute, he gets a second yellow and his ass gets booted out. Good fucking riddance. I was glad to see the back of him. But it still meant that the game wasn't done. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I still wanted to talk about the Salah goal, which was a big deflection off Nathaniel Klein. Thank you, brother. He'll always be a Liverpool. He'll always be a Liverpool player. I'll never forget you, my man. But yeah, so the score is then 1-1, and all of a sudden, it's looking like there might be a comeback. But you know what? It was looking. There was nothing confirmed yet until that annoying little shit Ayew was kind of sent off. And then I think at that point, Crystal Palace knew what the fuck time it was. And so a brilliant winner from Harvey Elliott, just with a lot of energy, a lot of purpose. I loved it. And I think to that end, it's 3 points. Like, this is gonna be another game that I'm not even going to remember tomorrow, right? I'm not even going to remember. The most important things from now until the end of the year, where we're going to be playing Burnley, I believe, is to just get the results, to get the points. So look, it's not this season has not been a season where I thought we play particularly well on the road. But up next is the Big Daddy. The celestial game of the season, which is Liverpool versus Manchester United. And that game, I cannot wait for. I cannot tell you how it's going to go, but for me, we're playing at Anfield, so I'm super pumped for that. Do us a favor. We're going to be dropping, I'm going to be getting an ex-United fan. Going to be chatting with a mate of mine to do a little preview video, to kind of like talk about the rivalry and our history and how we perceived growing up in South Africa, how we perceived the Northwest Derby. So yeah, if you want to check something out interesting, it'll be about a half an hour long, whatever. Yeah, please do look out for that video. But anyways, wow. Just need a moment from this week. It's insane, but I wouldn't have it any other way. As long as we win, I don't care. I don't care how we do it. I just want 3 points. 3 points is all I need. So, hey, thanks for watching. Again, super to have you along. If you're watching, thank you again. I really appreciate it. To the under 160 odd souls who subscribe to this channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys make me go forward and make me push forward. We want to grow, and together we can really take this thing as far as we possibly can. Right? It's amazing. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the rest of the footy. Put your feet up. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to watch our rivals falter and fall. Hopefully, there's a good positive result for us in there. Anyways, till next week, I'll see you later.